live, we live, we live. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I do want to say good morning to all the to all you Geminis. Okay, because I'm gonna start with you guys. I mean, I've already done some Aries, already did Taurus. They've got some videos up, but I'm gonna go ahead and go back around to them last. Put them at the end of the thing. For you guys, let's go ahead and move over. First thing I do want to say is though, um, please give the video a thumbs up if you would. I would appreciate it. Okay. If you like this way I'm doing it. Oh gosh, gotta get that thing microphone right. Also, if you will subscribe, that helps the channel grow. So I would appreciate it. I know I don't do this a lot. I don't put it out there, but I would appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would. All right, let's go over, and we're going to do Gemini. I've got you on the chart there, and as you can see, the moon early this morning has moved into Cancer. So it's ruling in that area. It's his home house, okay? And it is going to go into conjunct, at this time, it's going into conjunction, it's there, to Vista, which is about your keeper of the spiritual flame. It represents the sacred feminine creativity that allows you to dedicate yourself to your aspirations, your plans, and goals. Vista shows where you have that spiritual devotion to a cause, a project, a person, or belief that is sacred to you. I see one thing where Mercury is out of bounds due to its detriment. It is at a anytime a planet goes over the 23 degrees, it means it's out of bounds, meaning it's intense. The mind needs to waken up. Right now, it's at a minus 25. So to me, that's kind of like, I don't want anybody to get woke. I want you to get awakened, okay? And you need to awaken the mind. And you need to look at what it is that you're thinking about. What I see you're thinking about is definitely that seventh house. Okay, well, we got the Yod here. For you guys, the Yod is dealing with your second, your seventh, and your 12th house. Okay? So, are you spiritually devoted to something here? Are you, and with the sun being in that conjunction, as well as the moon conjunct with Vista, your devotion to an individual or devotion to a relationship here or a partnership, you need to see what action, take the action towards something here. Mars is that energy of where, or that planet of courage and ability to take action. Don't be afraid here. It's about your desires, natural and aggressive drives that you have. The sign, which is dealing with Sagittarius, which is immutable, adaptive adjustments and things, to survive. You're trying to survive something here in yourself, about yourself. Maybe overcoming some things where you need to have the courage to take some action here. And it shows how you go out after what you value for survival reasons. The house, which is the seventh house, is where you concentrate this energy. So there's something here in relationship that you're trying to survive something here. And the divine is having his finger on and saying, you want expansion and growth? Then you need to take some action. Are you devoted to this? You need to let someone know you're devoted into something here. This is what you feel. I feel like I want to really devote something here in this relationship, partnership. And I really want to put the effort in. It's about your interpersonal purpose, your inner drive and the energy and the source and the will and the self-motivation, the sense of confidence, strength, individuality, and creativity. So the mind has got to be activated. Now, the cell that happens to deal with this, where you're moving towards, has to deal with the moon, and that you need to, with Saturn, you need to learn to operate within those limitations of societies. Take the responsibility, follow the rules, overcome the fears or the obstructions that you're dealing with. I see there is some things there. Hey, love angel, how you doing? How you doing? Much love back at you. So you need to take this and the responsibility and overcome any fears or obstacles. I do see there's some there. You know, with right now you're dealing with something of an illusion. I'm trying. I'm really trying. So I just want things better for everyone, and I want to help people get there. And what I'm seeing is that, and spiritually, I've been going through my own things, and I've been going through it for a long time. But like I said earlier in the first video that I did for the overall energy, is we're not alone. You may feel like everybody's abandoned you. You may feel like you're out there alone, but you're not. And I'm trying to show you you're not. Divine is there with you. He's trying to guide you. He's got your sail. He's ready to put it up, moving you towards something here. Okay? And it's his hand that's guiding you, that says you need to wake up. You need to listen. You need to know that I'm sending you toward this. And it's only for your expansion, your growth. Something you really want to be devoted to. And if it's a relationship or a partnership in business, so be it. Because the seventh house has to deal with those partnerships, those friends, or a marriage, or even the relationship with yourself and your divine and the relationship between the two of you. If you're following him and you acknowledge him as your Lord and Savior, Christ, that he is the Son of God and that he is your teacher, then listen to what his word is. He's the living word of God. And he came to us to give us that word. And if we follow it, I know I devoted myself. I was baptized. I accepted the Lord and Savior, baptism. I was reborn. And now I have been doing my best every day to follow in that direction. And right now, I see that for you, this is all dealing with, these cells are dealing with the 2nd, the 5th, the 7th, and the 10th house. And I'm going to explain it to you. This moon is in this trine here to Saturn. It's also in a trine here with the past. Something of the past here that's going on. And there goes my little thing again. That you're dealing with in your 5th house. And this is a house of romance. It is the house of love affairs that you have. And there's something here that you may be uncertain, that you're not sure if the two of you are the perfect match. And there could be some things that maybe that within yourself that you fear here that you're going to need to release and let go of. Okay? Because then we have the sextile from Mercury, which is saying you need to awaken. You need to have faith here and follow where you're being guided to. Just think of a sail as a boat. You're sitting in this boat, you and the Lord Himself. He's the one that's guiding the boat. And you got to have faith that the direction that He's leading you to, He's only going to bring you good. Only going to take you to the right shores that you need to go. And the sextiling to Saturn. But you've got to follow in the rules and take responsibility for what you do. Your own actions. Because there is that opposition from the moon over to Mercury. And I feel like here's, yeah, you want this. You want nurturing. You want to love. You want to be loved. Who doesn't? Everybody does. But you want to make sure that what you're headed for the future is what's good for you. And it's taking you there. Now, what is the next one? The next cell we have here that you got going on, again, is dealing with the same houses. The second house, 5th, 7, and 10. Again, you need to work within the bounds of the rules and regulations and the limits within society. But you got to overcome some fears and some obstacles. And I see that there is some there. That maybe there's a fear that you have here. You know, if I do this, then I might stumble, I might fall. So what? We all learn by mistakes we make. We all learn by the challenges that are there. But we're also taught through the Word, if there's something that's blocking your path, you need to say, get out of my way. You need to be able to stand up and have the courage to move that mountain that's in your way. And don't be afraid. As long as you have that faith and that devotion to that higher being and that power there, I'm not going to say the universe, because I know it's all been created by God Himself anyway. And that's who I follow. That is my teacher. So you're on this sail that's going forward, and there's something here that you need to stop fearing. And now, with this trine here, the Venus, the beginning, the first sail was dealt with the past. You need to overcome something of the past. Something maybe you fear in love affairs. Maybe it's you're afraid to say how you feel. You know, the greatest love affairs was written in a letter. And if you can put it in written word of what you feel and give it to them, make sure you proofread it as well, what you're saying. Guess what? You can overcome this. And this was happening during the night. Now, at 3:51 in the morning, you still had that yod that was going on. Yods are the finger of God. And what it is in your 12th house and in your 2nd house. Had to do with Vista. Even though the moon was trying Saturn, and then the energy was coming back, what you were feeling, you were putting out there in that 10th house. But this is mainly focused with that 12th house. You're afraid of something here of karma, experiencing some kind of karma, or that it won't grow. You got to overcome that fear, or you won't get what you want. but it's how. This is how you explain what it is you want to devote yourself to and whom you want to devote yourself to. And having the confidence and the assurance that you can do this. I know you can. Because, it's a funny thing because the other day I saw something, I was looking at through YouTube. I was just skimming through it, and then I saw this picture of Christ, and the title thing says below that, nothing is impossible for me. So if that is what we're giving our prayers to and what we're devoting to, there's nothing impossible for him. And like I said before, whatever your prayers are, when you put them out there, give thanks for them immediately. Now, there's not much here else going on between 8 or 8:45, but then as the day goes on, at 11:02 when I did that video, still it was the message that needed to go out, needed to be said, and then the yod comes back in. So it's still there, and it's going to go on for the rest of the day. This is where Venus is in Libra, and it's in opposition to the North Node, which is this thing. So let's talk about that for a minute. Venus in opposition to North Node. You may be struggling here. Where there's something, where oppositions is the awareness and objectivity. You're looking toward the future, right? And that is the objectivity. Standing back, we know where you've been, knowing where you want to go, and awareness of where you want to go. And consciously, that's what I'm saying with Mercury, we need to awaken. We've been, not woke. I'm talking about being awakened. Our mind, what we want. What is it we desire? What is it we visualize our future? And consciously facing relationships with illumination, or there's some frustration here. And maybe overcoming the fear of frustration. Things not going your way. Well, maybe because you're getting in your own way and you're stumbling. Because it's your faith. You don't believe that you have the courage to do something here, to achieve whatever this dream is. But you've got to believe and have that heart or that spiritual flame within you that says, I can do this. I can achieve this. I can have this. I deserve this. Again, it still goes on at 12:37. All day long, this is going to be happening. But what we have here is the moon being in Cancer and sextiling Neptune. It's still there. We're dealing with this, that something feels so much at ease. At 12:37, which is only 12:33 here now, so what is it, 4 more minutes? The sun is here in Sagittarius in your 7th house. You got to have some courage here. And you're having this quincunx, you need to adjust. You need to really get your courage up. And know what is that inner drive that's driving you. Where are you going to put that energy? And have the self-motivation, have the confidence, self-confidence. And have the strength. I mean, I've been there. I know what it's like to know I'm alone here. I've got this to do. I'm not capable of doing it. I'm going to have help. And I'd be darned if God, it might have took 3 months, but he's answering my prayers. And it's coming to me now. He's sending me the angels that I need. But before he sent those people to me, he was sending the angel messengers to them. And now they're coming to me. So that help is coming from me. Because, I asked the Lord, I can't do this on my own. I need you. And sure enough, He's providing the way. And the cells are there. He's guiding me in the direction I need to go. Now, at 3:21 this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, we've got the moon in Cancer sextiling Jupiter. Remember, the sun was in this adjustment. This energy that you think or that you feel things are kind of stagnant, nothing's moving forward. Maybe you're afraid of karma happening, a return of something that isn't, that will not grow, or feel like I can't do anything. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's you that's stopping you. Nothing but you. And also the sun being here in Sagittarius in a quincunx to the moon in Cancer. That yod is going to be there all day long. And I've already got yesterday's or tomorrow's started, written down. So, I'll be working on those as I go into this evening. Because I really want to get them done before morning. Let me put this here. And let's see. First thing I'm going to look at is going to be where the yod is that deals with your second, seventh, and 12th house. I'm going to pull 5 cards. I'm going to see first what the situation is. And how you're feeling. And what is it you're dedicated to here? What do you have that devotion toward? A plan, an aspiration, an achievement of something here. All right. This leaves getting in the way. All right. Lord, what is this yod? What are you trying to give this message to Gemini on their second, seventh, and 12th houses? What are they inspired to here? It's almost like with me, I felt like the flame that I had, the vision, the plans, the dreams, and I was almost going to give up on them. And I'm like, no, I don't want to give up on them. All right, first thing we got coming out is the investment. This, again, is that Saturn energy. Remember I said Saturn? And it's Taurus. It's where that midheaven's at. Something in your life you've been investing in here. And maybe you're uncertain about putting that energy into it anymore. Hold on one second. I got to do something here. Oh, gosh, I hope it don't mess up. Well, I have to do it on the next one. I just noticed something about my camera. Hold on one second. Let's turn the other light on. But there's something about, sometimes these are going to maybe go in and out of focus because I forgot to do the camera. All right. What's in the foundation here has to deal with Mars. Can you see that? That Mars. Leo energy. Courage. Courage for standing up for something here when you need to, at the moment's notice. What are you fighting against? What is the obstacle here? What is the challenge here for you? that you need to stand up to. Let's see. What you've been dealing with in the past here. What is Gemini been dealing with in the past? Excuse me. Since love affair. mm. Mm. We got Cancer here. Emotions. Love. Nourishment. You're wondering if maybe possible if you emotionally been investing in something here. There's been a real struggle. What about this future? What about the future here? What's this opposition? You got to stand up for what you believe in. All right. We got Aries energy. And that's where the North Node's setting out. Passion, drive, energy. You know? Do you still want this? This is water and fire. The emotions, the intensity, the drive, the energy. Do you still have the energy for something here? All right, let's see what we got here. In the 12th house, which is where Taurus is at. Yeah, the moon. You're not moving towards something here. You can see those Sphinx they're not moving. Emotionally, it's your emotions. Do you still have that dedication to something, the devotion to something here? Do you still want to invest in something? I feel like it's the question here. Do you feel it's still worth it to invest in it and putting that energy in? Because it's been such a struggle. Because this is sort of that 12th house. You've been investing in something for a while here. And with this, it's been slow. Anytime you're looking at it, you might have been investing in something here for 7 years. And now you're wondering, or 6 years, and maybe you're wondering, should I put anything else into this? It's been difficult. It's been hard. Maybe you're getting maybe the desire isn't there as much as it used to be, or you're trying to um, get the courage up again to make a move. I feel like there's some uncertainty here what you're feeling. You don't know what else to do or how to overcome this. Um, what is the overall energy here? That Leo energy, that apex, the sun, what you're looking at there. You need to make some adjustments in yourself. You need to get the courage up. Let's see. What's going to get this chariot moving again? What's it going to take to get the chariot moving in again? Ah, something. Something's blocking your path. Some kind of something here. This is like some kind of sort of I don't want to say destruction. Um, it's that Seven of Wands. You got to overcome something here. This is where the problem is. That is the Seven of Wands. What is the fear of you standing up for something you believe in against others? That's what's holding this back. Like I said, if it doesn't, whatever it is that you're trying to do here, you got to have the courage to face this. And if it doesn't work, you'll know instead of struggling. Because we're looking at 7 here, 7 here. 7 is something bringing something to a completion, a perfected completion. It's also having to do with some laws. And that's where Saturn comes in, working within the limitations of society, the rules, the regulations. Maybe you feel like, okay, as a woman, maybe you're feeling there's something you can't do as a woman. Leo is your third house. And you're just trying to do something here to survive. Well, it's time for you to just get the courage, stand up for something, and make it happen. It's not going to, this is Cancer, and this is Cancer as well. The Chariot. Strong Cancer energy here. You want love, you got to go after love. And I'm going to tell you something. There's, with that early morning and that moon going into conjunct with Vista, that spiritual flame, keeping it alive, putting that devotion into something, letting know I'm devoted to this. This is what I really truly want. I'm going to work for it. I'm going to go after it. It has to do with the gospel. It has to do with good news. And look what you got at the bottom here, the star. And again, I said something about the past, the South Node. You got to stand up for your values here. And have the courage just to say something, do something. I don't know what you're trying to invest in here. But you got to overcome whatever this is. Because something is really blocking your path, and you got to get it out of the way. You got to say, move, get out of my way. You're not holding me back anymore, whatever it is. And if it's you having the courage to sit there and say, you're not getting in my way anymore, move. You've caused enough destruction. It's time for me to move forward now. I have to move forward. I have to go after what it is that I aspire to do, whatever your plan is, whatever your goal is. Now, believe you me, probably when you do this, they're going to resist it. They're going to resist moving. Because of that full moon that was so intense for you in Gemini. But you really got to stand your ground and say, no, you're not destroying my dreams. You're not destroying my plans and my goals. Don't let anybody rob you of those things. And if you feel like you have to go it alone, you're not going it alone. You're not going to be there alone. I'm telling you. Because the divine's already moving you in that direction. It's pushing you. It's like I said, it's like being in that boat on that sea as Christ was during a storm there with the disciples. And they got all nervous and scared and like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what. And he awakens and he's like, what is wrong with you? Where's your faith? I'm here with you. He will remove whatever that is out of your life. Give your problems, whatever it is, whatever this is that is in your way. Pray about it. Hand it over to Christ. Let him know what you're dealing with. And then when you're done, you're putting it with him. And you give him thanks. Give thanks for what you're praying for. Because you're knocking on that door, you're asking to receive something here. And then when you receive it, and you've already given thanks for it because it's going to come. It might not be in your time, but it will be when it's supposed to be. You'll be there. And then when it happens, give all the glory to where it belongs. Okay? And that's what I got for y'all, Gemini. Y'all take care, and I will see you later, and we'll talk about tomorrow. Okay? Love you guys.